Beep, 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 beep. Hello. Tis I. Right, here. I've been out of sorts last couple of days. You know when you're just a bit poorly and you think, oh, yes, well, I've not been doing much because I've been unwell. Okay. I'm pausing. Do you notice that? Right? Beep, beep, beep. Pausing, right? You know why I'm pausing? Because I can't keep up. I can't keep up with what's going on. Is anybody else feeling overwhelmed? Because I've seen some bloody extraordinary things in the last few days. So I just thought I'd do a short one today about how I've seen some extraordinary things in the last couple of days. Right? And I don't know where to begin with the list. So let's just pick one at random. Should we talk about Kemi Badnock? Why not, eh? Is there anybody on the planet that hasn't seen this yet? Is there anybody that hasn't seen it yet? That's what I'm asking today. Have you or have you not seen the Kemi of the Badnock? Get on Twitter if you haven't seen it, or go to the Parliamentary website or wherever the hell it is you want to go. But go and have a look and see what Kemi Badnock's been up to. It was an extraordinary day in both Parliament and the House of Lords, in which Kemi Badnock stood up and in no uncertain terms, along with other MPs, Neil Hanvey, people who stood up and said what they needed to say. And to those of us that had been in the GC movement, it was rather an extraordinary time. I cried. I broke down. Felt like somebody had ripped off a pressure valve. It really, really did. Because this is the first time we've had it said in Parliament what needed to be said, which is that gender identity ideology and trans and all the crap that comes with it is the damaging notion that your body contains a gendered soul that is slipped in by a god that sometimes gets it wrong. And Kemi Badnock said in no uncertain terms, in response to a wibbling offensatron who used to be in EastEnders, that what we're talking about here is conversion therapy of gay children. There it was, right out in the open, in the UK Parliament. How long has it taken? I'm getting emotional again. How long has it taken? It's a start. It's an extraordinary start. We're going to see some movement now. I sincerely hope so. And then we have the House of Lords. Right? Right? Who are doing the same thing. These people standing up and speaking and saying these are the terrible harms that are being caused by gender. Not just to gay children, but children generally and to our society as a whole. It was an extraordinary moment. It was an extraordinary moment, but it felt like something big had happened. So I hope that you're feeling the same as I am about this, because I'm terribly excited about it. Because here we go, round the mulberry bush. Let's get the game started here. So it was extraordinary to also read some other very peculiar things that seem to be going on in the world as well. The universities, I know it's a bit of a mishmash today, but I've been sort of, on my back for the last 48 hours. So I'm just sort of overwhelmed. 3 universities, was it Penn State and one of the others, all wouldn't condemn students calling for the elimination of entire races. Students calling for genocide, they could not condemn it. They said it was a matter of context. Have I entered some bizarre multiverse, where Jamie Lee Curtis has got sausage fingers, right? Or if you want to travel from one domain to the other, you've got to put a dildo up your bum. Right? Am I in some strange everything everywhere all at once multiverse where that's okay? To sit there and say, well, genocide is a matter of perspective and context. Shift. That's real. It was a real thing. And you have to see these people to believe it. They're a certain type of person. And I know it's unfashionable to say so, but why are they all women? Why are they all women? What's going on there, right? I've been asked the question half a dozen times. Why does it seem this is all... Well, it's not all women, obviously, but it's a certain type of woman. And I was noticing, some of the other women on Twitter... Other women? Some of the women on Twitter were saying, there's a special place in hell for these women. What is it? What's driving them? Middle-class angst? Genocide is a matter of context. What the devil is going on when somebody can say that? Well, just when you think it couldn't get any worse, right? The GMC, right? Somebody's been bothering the hell out of them. You know you are. Been bothering the hell out of them with FOI requests to get them to state clearly whether or not they're hiding doctors' sexes from their patient. And they are. They've admitted it. That's just unreal. Well, we like to make sure that we don't collect sex so it makes people who are non-binary feel comfortable. Oh, you need to get in the bin. This is the General Medical Council. The General Medical Council. Okay, do you get your head around it? Because I'm damned if I do. Right, so you've got Kemi Badnock, yes. Neil Hamvey, all the other people that stood up and bloody well said something, right, in Parliament and in the House of Lords. And then you've got people unable to condemn genocide. This has got to be the shabbily quaffing lot. I mean, it's got to be, Can I have another pity fall? It's there a minute, it's got to be, you nutters. Fence-sitting bastards. Okay. And then we've got the GMC, the General Medical Council, hiding the sex of doctors deliberately in order to make delusional people feel comfortable. It's a big fat no from me, GMC. They're next door. I'm tempted to go and knock on the door and go, wait, neighbour, what? Keep playing that. Surreal. No, I laugh about it, but it's bloody serious. Right? That's serious. You go in, you don't know if your doctor's male or female. Now, in most cases, you will know. A few you won't. We only collect gender so non-binary people can feel comfortable. What the hell are we doing? The world's gone insane if we think that's okay. Absolutely insane if we think that's okay. On the other hand, the American Psychiatric or Psychologist Society has just cancelled one of its books, which is full of gender woo, which is another big thing. The AAP, whatever they're called. I might do a thing on that separately. We'll see. Right? They've just... So is it me or is there a lot of people running around like headless chickens right now? I do hope so. A lot of these gender nutters running around, right? Like headless chickens, as we gradually corral them in order to identify who they are and remove them from positions of power. I also note that there's moves now, a number of documents that are being used to help people who wish to sue their doctors. I hope to see the same happening for teachers because I think individual teachers should be sued for this. That's the best way to get them silenced, frankly, is for parents to go in and say, right, I'm taking that individual to court for exposing my child to an iatrogenic belief system in gender, which is dangerous according to the Cash Review and hurts people, right? And then somebody have a word with Michael Cashman. What? Hello. Who was that? Some of that Chris Watts' chop stood up and said, I don't feel safe because of you, Kemi Badnock. So I put up a message with a picture of a sort of fat crying trans person in pink and blue, right? And said, you're an idiot. And he replied with, why follow me? Right? So I said, so you'd notice. Right? And now you have, would you like a conversation, just the two of us, two old gays? And guess what? No response. They know. And if they say they don't, they're lying. Fantastic day in Parliament, fantastic day in the Lords. Gender identity ideology and transgenderism exposed for exactly what it is, a danger to children, adults and society on the whole. And the whole damn thing needs to stop. Been exposed, right? Idiots at major universities in America who can't condemn genocide. It's just beyond the pale. The General Medical Council hiding people's sex from their patients. I have nothing else to say. It's utterly surreal. Now I'm going to do some videos that are focused on individual things, but I had to get that out there. I felt like a really bad poo. There's good news. Come on. The thing in Parliament and the Lords was just fantastic. So let's celebrate that. I'll see you later, all right? God, I'm overrun.